this is the last match of the Easy Cage Show reaction. We're ending it after this. So let's enjoy it. We get Mark Ellis versus Jeff Sneider. I remembered. Woo! Let's do it because we're running out of room on our SD card. Anything to say before we watch the match? I got Mark Ellis. Comeback kid.
I'm going Jeff Sneider.
Jeff Snyder's probably going to win.
It's going to be a good match.
Alright, let's do it.
And your winner! He did better than the last episode. God.
The Patriots!
You hear a little back and boss. Epic promo.
Baby carrots may be good for the eyes, but it's the insider that's good for the soul. I need to assert myself in the singles league this year. I am coming for that belt that Christian Harloff denied me. And I wanted my revenge on Harloff, but then he went off and retired. So now I gotta take care of this little boyfriend, Mark Ellis.
I think it's really cute that Jeff and JT have been trust-falling onto each other for years now and winning championships, but that doesn't help in singles competition, and that's what he's getting into, and he's getting into it against a legend, that being me.
Sneider! Ellis!
What music?
Who you got?
Oh, could you yell in my ear?
I think what bugged me was it was a really high pitch.
That's just my natural yelling voice.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
You're a little girl?
yeah.
That was music, I like it.
Or rock. Something Ellis picked out, probably. Come on, I got one in me. Got this one.
Sneider versus Ellis. He's got football for some reason. Back to red. Woo! Marlo!
To the movie Trivia Schmoedown. What a big match we have here today. And listen, not only is this match very special for our two combatants that we have here in the main event.
This is the last match in the old studio.
The last match that we will have in the old stadium here as we are moving on to a new studio. This is the last time we will see this. Oh, with so many memories here.
What the hell?
Drum at 10
Sure, glad you remember. A lot of
looks like
memories
OG.
here when
I can
you
see it now.
screwed me over in the Star Wars match.
I'm the champ
Affected the course
of
of
the
my
Easy Cage Show 2017
performance and
Schmoedown
career
reaction.
here. I love it.
I just wanted
None of the nice moments.
We have
Yes,
a
just the
stupid
bad
band
for you.
up there.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah,
why
they
you
got it up here, too.
Oh, okay.
I can't read that.
That's it.
Oh, that was
Pretty
real.
funny.
Rich was the
People
original.
say, man, they
Rich.
analyze these
All right,
videos.
so,
Sure.
you know, Rich?
You know what?
Listen, this is
on first, right?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Did you reset our stats for the
So
new year, or
we
you just...
now have
reset?
a really big match here today.
Too much
and
work.
It's funny
I
because
stopped halfway through.
do we have a horse in this
I'm
race?
not
You and
going
I?
back and watching them
I
all.
think that
Yes,
we do.
I'll watch
But
them
we're
one at a
both going
time.
to keep
Right.
it, try to keep it as unbiased as possible. Yeah, right.
So I'm doing
In the
good in
game
stats
you will,
right now,
otherwise
right?
I'll kick you right
Oh,
out
not
of here.
anymore after that. After they introduced this point.
Need a win.
I messed
You've
up my...
got, first of all, you're part of your crew. He is part of the team champions, the longest reigning champions we've ever had, the undefeated team champions, the Sneider, Jeff Sneider, who is 5-4. Started off pretty solid last year with his win over Drew McWeeny, and he got himself into a battle with me. Thought he was going to have that #1 contender spot. Didn't go the way it was. Jerry Goldsmith had something else in mind, and I wound up going and taking that championship, and Sneider has been chasing it ever since.
It's on my channel
He went
a lot.
to the Ultimate Schmoedown. He had a match against Nose, won that match, and then, lo and behold, who does he face? His teammate, JTE, and JTE is the one who ruined the dreams of Sneider getting a chance to get back.
You say he's desperate for a win. How could anyone who is a part of the longest reigning and defending team champions of all time here in the Schmoedown be desperate for a win. This
Singles,
is
a singles
I understand the difference, but he's part of a winning team here. JT beating him in the singles, that's a win for everybody in the Lions Den.
Well, there's no doubt that Jeff Sneider knows how to win. He's been doing it for over a year in the team division, but I know he wants the singles championship and he wants it badly. He had a very great start in the season 3 when he debuted and wanted to be Rookie of the Year. Just bumps in the road, whether it was Sam Levine, Chris Stuffing, he's had bumps in the road. Mark Ellis, my partner, has also had many bumps in the road. He in 2016 he was up for Player of the Year. He won
a badge last year.
He was kicking ass and taking names. Wound up just lost to Dan Merle in the Schmoedown Spectacular last year. But 2017 was not kind to him. He lost to Clark Wolf and he lost to Stacey Howard, and he also got knocked out pretty quick in the free-for-all. So he's looking to try to get back to that baby carrots of old. If he wins, both of these guys are 5-4. With one win, 6-4 can get you right back in there and right on top to perhaps get towards the top of the mountain.
I think that's only an
Saying a lot of good things. Here's what I know about Marcus.
What do you know?
Yeah, because we're at Star Wars Celebration.
He's passed.
Because I watched
it while you were while you got knocked down. Right. What time is it?
This is a warm-up for the great things to come here tomorrow.
Well, the good thing is I'm sick of hearing you talk. I want to hear them talk. Here we go.
The jacket's $4,000, you jack off. You want to meet me outside? Imagine that guy. Anyway, you know, the Misfits break up, and every day I wake up, somebody's got a problem with Bobby Gucci. Bobby Gucci doesn't have a problem with anybody. He just tells the truth while wearing Gucci.
The history of Jeff Sneider is one of relying on a teammate to achieve ultimate victory, which is adorable, and I think it's really cute that Jeff and JT have been trust falling onto each other for years now and winning championships, but that doesn't help in singles competition, and that's what he's getting into, and he's getting into it against a legend, that being me.
Baby carrots may be good for the eyes, but it's the inside that's good for the soul, okay? I need to assert myself in the singles league this year. I am coming for that belt that Christian Harloff denied me, and I wanted my revenge on Harloff, but then he went off and retired, so now I gotta take care of his little boyfriend, Mark Ellis.
Let me tell you a little story. There was a guy who was just cool, calm, collected, casual, and people didn't really think he had what it took to win anymore. Sure, he had some success early on, and then he started to bounce around and wasn't winning too much. You know what that man's name was? Super Bowl MVP Nick Foles. I'm going to do to Jeff Sneider what Nick Foles did to the Patriots.
Listen, JTE, he asserted his dominance in the singles league last year, okay? Kind of left me in the dust a little. This year, 2018, it's my year, okay? I already have the team belt sewn up. I want another singles belt for that shoulder right there.
Jeff
Sneider, you've had a great history with teams, and that's where you should stay, because the NFL is littered with great franchises, not necessarily made up of great players. You can win a lot of championships without an MVP. I'm an MVP. I'm looking out for number 1, and number 1 is about to take you down today. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Ellis, you're about to run into a brick wall today. I'm going to wipe that smirk off your ugly
Especially
face.
so short makes me think
Bottom line,
somebody's gonna
Here's
get
the carrot eating the
carrot. Yeah.
Could happen.
Look, there's no.
Or he gets screwed by the will. That's how the game works.
As he always does, and they're talking basically the same.
As long as you don't pick
memos, what to say. They're saying that he's past his prime and blah 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 blah. And Ellis is Ellis. He's cracking the jokes. He knows he doesn't care. He made fun of Dagnino. He made fun of Sneider. Did it a lot more. It was clever what he did, as opposed to just juvenile to what your guys did. Anyway, are you ready to tell me the tale of the tape?
Sure, let me give you the tale of the tape. Mark Ellis's strengths include, well, he's a big fan of Star Wars. He knows Marvel movies, and well, you know, and if we're gonna have Rudy, Remember the Titans, or Young Guns 1, he might be okay. But it's Jeff Sneider who has a just across the board wealth of knowledge there from Oscar current releases, classics. He enjoys the MCU stuff as well, but he is just so well versed that the streaks go on and on. I've run out of room on my paper.
All right, well, are you ready to go?
You're going to do the intros?
Yeah, I'm not going to have you do it.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia!
You know, lies there.
3 rounds in the singles division. Introducing first, representing Collider and Schmoedown, with a record of 5 wins, 4 defeats. He is the 2016 Ultimate Schmoedown winner and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, Mark Baby Carrot Ellis. Look at this. You know, they say Jeff Sneider is a reporter. Well, Mark Ellis, he's an original reporter. Look at him. Look at that move there. He's really going for it. He's always going out. Nice to see you, buddy. Good champ. Where's your 2 bits? Good to see you. He is a chimney sweeper. He's
reporter.
Good. Solid.
Sneider's
Solid. Ready to go.
reporter.
Baby Carrot's back in the ring.
He's got eco
And his opponent, with a record of 5 wins, 4 defeats. He is
They're
representing
pretty evenly matched, really.
Lion's Den, part of 2016
Probably
Team
not.
of the Year,
This
part
match.
of 2017
Never know.
Team of the Year, part of the rating Team Champions, the Sneider, Jeff Sneider. There's that Nino. There he is. There he is. Wait a minute. That is his dad. That's his dad. Barry Sneider is here. Barry Sneider is here with Jeff Sneider. Walking out. Unbelievable. Jeff brought his pops with him. Bring his pops to
Yeah,
the
sweet.
fight. And you got his manager. You got Ken Knapsack. And they are ready to go here. You've got Jeff Sneider and Mark
He's like,
Allen.
oh,
Where's the belt, you whack job?
In front of your face.
It's not yours. Not your championship belt anymore.
Where do you steal
Wait till
that
we rip it
super
off Sam Levine. This thing is $4,000.
So-
I had a fight with the guy in the parking lot earlier.
Yeah, so's your lawyer bill. Get out
Screw
of here.
yourself.
What's your lawyer?
All right, here we go.
That's a big belt, Mr. Snyder. Whoa, gee willikers.
All right, here we go. All right, so
Oh,
round number 1, ladies
Got a
and
real
gentlemen.
comedian here.
Gonna work like, thank you. We're gonna work like this. 8 questions, 1 point apiece. When they get the question, they will show the board to the camera when it is their time.
Back to
15
regular
seconds.
Schmoedown.
Answer the question. Don't forget the G.
It's been a while.
Do not forget the challenge rule.
Do you have another pen?
We're doing this
Western
again.
question.
You know, this is
You tell me. You tell me. What's the difference?
this is the indication of sometimes
Well, you know,
the system works. It gets us out of our mind.
there's a way to ask for things nicely.
This
You
is,
know that?
this is the 20-cent marker here. Let's get with the
All right,
program.
we're getting you, Mark. There you go. See, that's a great throw. There you go. The former champion Mark Yogi Riley bringing out 2 pens here. 2. All right. How does that work? You okay, champ?
Yes,
All right,
yes,
here we go.
thank you.
All right, so if the pens are ready, Tom, get the hell out of there. There we go. So if the pens are ready, Mark Ellis, are you ready?
Oh boy, are all these questions about talkies?
And I guess that means Jeff Sneider, are you ready?
Extra, gonna read all about me beating Mark Ellis' ass.
I think you did.
Extra, Ellis wins!
Let's get ready to shoot it!
Oh, Ellis. That's funny.
All right, here we go. Round number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Category of action adventure. Who played the lead samurai, Kasimoto, who captures and later
Like that
befriends Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai?
You ever had a ponytail?
No, but I could have had.
That's probably a
I
smart
know that
decision.
you have.
The spelling count on this one? Because it should.
5, 4, 3,
Let's fight.
2, 1. Pens down, Sneider.
Ken Watanabe.
Drew, Ellis. Nothing. Okay, there we go. So,
Oh, it's gonna be a long day.
Sneider over Ellis here. Okay, here we go.
Question 2, category is comedy.
Ugh.
Who directed Tropic Thunder?
You?
Yes, actually, you left.
You did?
I know you don't think I have joy in
I
my
don't know. You don't. 5, 4, 3, 2,
John
1.
Favreau.
Mark Ellis.
Ben Stiller.
That is correct.
Never go full retard. Ben Stiller.
There you go. 2-1 as Sneider.
You know,
Now
consider
taking the
correct.
lead over Ellis, but Ellis is on the board. 3. Horror/thriller.
This again?
Who played the helicopter pilot McReady in John Carpenter's The
This
Thing?
movie again? Don't ever guess.
It's a battle of true heavyweights.
I mean, they both got in great shape. Oh, you talk about that.
Yeah.
Class.
5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Jeff.
I don't think I have this. Kurt Russell.
Correct.
That's correct.
Yes!
I do have it. Kurt Russell.
Right, 3, 2.
I don't know if he was the helicopter.
Literally just guessed because he was in the John Carpenter Brothers movie, so I was like, well, fuck it. I know it ain't Jeff
I would have
Bridges.
accepted Wilford Brimley.
I would give that.
Yes. Question number 4, category crime movies. Who stars opposite George Clooney as Jack Foley in 1998's Out of Sight?
Nope. You're not.
Never heard of it.
I want to use the JT rule,
I
but you
understand.
kind of didn't really audibilize the question.
4, 3. Jeff, you got it? You understand it? 2.
All right, I'll challenge it.
Challenge that.
I'm challenged asking you the question because I couldn't hear what warbled out of his mouth. All right, I'll use the JT rule.
All right, here we go. Use it again.
All right. Who stars opposite George Clooney's Jack Foley in 1998's Out of Sight?
You said it wrong again.
5,
Firstly, as
4,
Jack
3, 2, 1. Jeff Sneider. Oh, sorry, Mark Ellis.
I thought you said as Jack Foley, but you didn't. You said opposite Jack Foley, J-Lo.
There you go. 1 point. And Sneider.
I put Jennifer Lopez, but bad
I
question.
thought it was
You
Guy
don't say
too,
Bing
so
Range,
there's
you can
a
say, I mean, anybody.
Well, we didn't. We said
But you both got it
both
right.
got it right. So there you go. See, that's what you could have challenged. You could have challenged the wording of the question. All right, here we go. Next question. 80s movies, gentlemen. 80s movies. What name did Sean Penn go by in the 1982 film Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Is this 1880s?
No, sir.
Yeah, those are silent films from the 80s.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Cowboy.
1. Pens down, Jeff.
Spicoli.
Rooster.
Correct. Ellis.
Coley Van Halen rules.
There you go. All right. Next
Do you know his
question.
first name, Mark? Do you know his first name?
I think it's Geoff.
All right.
All right, Snyder is perfect. 6th question in the category of animated. What is the name of Hiccup's dragon in the How to Train Your Dragon films?
You already got one. You missed this one. You gotta get rid of your post.
There he is!
5, 4, 3,
Yeah, you missed this
2,
one. You gotta
1.
get rid of
Mark
that
Ellis.
Toothless.
That is correct, Jeff.
Blow me.
Loma is not correct.
Bloma.
Comic book movies. Comic book movies. Which Avenger makes a cameo appearance in the film Ant-Man? Which Avenger? Filthy mouth.
Secret Avengers? Nobody else.
5, 4, 3,
Are you sure?
2,
Thinking.
1. Hands down, please. And we're going to
Better be
start
right.
with Jeff Sneider.
I've got Captain America.
We'll accept that, Mark.
Falcone.
Also accept
Okay.
that. There you
All
go.
right,
What's
the
Captain
final
America
question
in it?
category is fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy sci-fi.
Falcon.
Three,
He becomes an Avenger at the end of Age of Ultron.
No.
But he's part of that team up, and then
Okay.
whenever
In the category
those
fantasy
Avengers
sci-fi,
assemble.
in Harry
Avengers?
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, what color is the Sorcerer's Stone? Pained look.
Come on, Harry Potter boy!
It's there. Every morning. Yes.
Just like
5,
Pick a color, any color.
3, 2,
It's like a
1.
It's like a reddish
Hands
color.
down, and we start with Snyder on this one.
Started with me last.
Oh, sorry. We start with Ellis on this one.
You started with me 2 times ago, Mr. Harlow.
Blue.
Incorrect.
Green.
Incorrect.
looking for red.
A different color.
That means
All right.
he's a Sith Lord.
Number 1, we have a tie game here. It is 6-6.
Thank you, Harry Potter.
Wheel.
You always have my back.
Wheel round number 2 works like this. They will spin the wheel.
I was
Each
like,
competitor
it's like
will
a reddish
pick
maroon
4
color.
questions in round number 2 worth 2 points apiece unless they go to multiple choice, then it goes down to 1. You can steal from your opponent in this round. All right, the champion, Jeff Sneider, excuse me, the team champion, Jeff Sneider, you are the higher ranked opponent. Would you like to go first or second?
Patriot strategy typically says go first, but in this case, I am going to defer to Mark
All right,
Ellis.
you want Ellis to go
Curveball.
first. All right, Mark, go ahead.
See where it goes.
Here we go, Mark Ellis.
2000s.
Spin is in
That's
there.
that's my decade.
Spin is in. I'm going to get a t-shirt made out of it. Here we go.
David Fincher.
And
David Fincher. David.
Directors. Mark, are you staying or going?
Should stage.
There's just too many scary categories on the wheel.
You're gonna stick with it.
Sticking with
Why don't
directors.
you go ahead and ask those questions?
Last 4 questions in the category of
Still get one.
directors. You have multiple choice. First one in. Who directed 2005's The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D?
Shit.
Robert Rodriguez.
That's correct for 2 points.
That's a jump factor.
Who
Arguably
directed?
his best work.
Second question out of 4. Who directed the 2006 disaster film Poseidon?
It also has Kurt Russell in it. Did you know that?
It does.
It does.
Five,
Never seen it.
4.
I've seen it.
Three.
It sucked.
I think I know, but I'll check the multiple choice.
A. Richard Donner. B. Roland Emmerich. C. Rob Cohen. D. Wolfgang Peterson.
Yeah, it's Wolfgang Peterson.
At 1 point, yes,
Oh.
correct.
That was Rob Cohen.
You're 9-6.
I was thinking, I thought it was Day After Tomorrow guy.
Third question.
No, it definitely
Francis
was.
So she knows the disaster
Ford
movie.
Coppola has been nominated 4 times for Best Director. 3 of them were for the Godfather
Ellis.
trilogy. What was the 4th movie?
Oh boy.
Five,
Huh?
4,
Cool.
3,
Look now, quick.
2.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Incorrect for a 2-point
Good
steal.
conversation.
Incorrect looking for Apocalypse Now.
I can't believe that didn't get stolen.
Oh man.
Oh, I can't believe that
Wow,
again.
Jeff Snyder.
Woo!
2
Apocalypse Now!
Snyder.
Sir,
2 points
that
on
was
the board
way
there.
too loud,
That was
right
also
in my
three
ear.
as We get to.
Woo!
Your 4th and final question.
I never do that to
Who
you.
directed Michael J. Fox and Sean Penn in the Vietnam War drama Casualties of War?
Actually.
That's a big I don't know, Ken. I'm gonna go to multiple choice.
A. Oliver Stone. B. Barry
Oh my
Levinson.
God.
C. Brian De Palma. D. Francis Ford Coppola.
Brian De Palma.
That's correct for a point.
Look at Ellis. Ellis there.
Should've went six.
That's 1 point.
Yeah.
That's
What
1
are you
point.
doing?
All right, here it is.
My
You
original
answered it so quick, so I thought, oh, it's got to be A or B.
Jeffy's a big wheel around.
Well, my original thought was
4 points.
was
to
Oliver
tie
Stone. I
us.
couldn't remember his
Spins in,
name.
spins in.
You can really. You can
Well, it
get
wasn't.
nice
So I went with it.
And where are we going here? Oh no.
Oh. Fincher! Fincher! Fincher!
I
Fincher!
mean, it's good for Jeff.
There we go. Jeff.
Let's go with my boy, D. Finch.
All right, gonna go with Fincher here. David Fincher is going. Oh, there we go. Fincher. 6
Wrap this up
questions.
easy.
4 questions in David Fincher films. All right, Jeff. Here we go. In Gone Girl, who plays the wealthy ex-boyfriend of Rosamund Pike's character?
Neil Patrick Harris.
2 points. 2 points.
Can I count it? Because I was right, Neil.
Question 2.
Okay.
David Fincher has been nominated for Best Director at the Academy Awards twice. For The Social Network and what other film?
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
2 more points.
Wow.
Snyder. Yeah.
I wrote down for the never changed it to
There you
7.
I
go.
was gonna go with the Rocketeer.
All right, question number 3. In The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo,
Never seen this movie.
who played Henrik Van,
Oh.
the wealthy
It's
businessman
the guy
who
from,
launches an extensive investigation into his
I'm not
family's
saying.
affairs?
Okay, cool.
Max von Sydow.
Incorrect.
Stellan Skarsgård.
Incorrect. Christopher Plummer.
Yeah, guy from All the Money in the World.
Christopher
I
Plummer.
wouldn't have gotten
I
that.
did not know that.
Yeah,
Kevin
I was-
Spacey.
All right.
They all have those weird names in that movie. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know.
All right. Last question.
I
Who
can
wrote
see
the
his face.
screenplay for The Social Network?
Yeah, it's Sorkin.
For 2 points.
2 points. Look at that.
Okay. So, 12-10. 12-10 going
What'd you
into
have down?
round
An A?
number 3. Snyder
I had
taking a
Aaron.
2-point lead
Yes,
over
I
Ellis. They've left some
And Aaron
points on the
so.
board here.
Yeah.
Ellis has missed some. Snyder's missed some steals. Snyder's missed some. Ellis has missed some steals. As we get into it, it's very close. It's anyone's game here
So
going into
close.
round number 3. All right, here we go, guys. Round 3 works like this. You guys are going to have 3 numbers from 1 to 20. First one's worth 2 points. Second one is worth 3. Third one is worth 5 points. 15 seconds to answer the question. All right, Jeff Sneider, you are in the lead. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
Don't do it.
5, 12, and 16.
5, 12, 16. Mark Ellis.
Well, I don't have all that fancy education to count the numbers those high, but I'll say 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3 for Mark Ellis.
Doesn't work
Okay,
out
so
well.
Mark Ellis, you'll be up first. Ken Napsok, you asked the question.
All right, Newsy, here we go. You chose 1, 2, 3, which means your 2-point question will be in the category of rom-coms. Rom-coms. Who plays the love interest to CIA agents and best friends Tom Hardy and Chris Pine in This Means War?
That would be Reese Witherspoon.
2 points to tie.
I want to live that bitch.
All right.
Cameron Diaz that time.
2 pointer for Jeff Sneider, who chose category number 5, Martin Scorsese films. Martin Scorsese. Here we go. 2-pointer here. John C. Reilly plays Happy Jack Mulroney in what Martin Scorsese film?
Wasn't he in?
Kings, New York.
2 points. There you go. All right,
Back to
okay.
Mark Ellis.
Back to Mark Ellis.
3-point question. You chose number 2, which corresponds to the category of Cameron Diaz film. Tire cannon of her work.
Strengths.
3-point question. What actor plays the guy Cameron Diaz falls for in The Holiday?
Okay, so Cameron Diaz is American,
5,
and she went to
4, 3.
England. That would be
2.
Jude Law.
That's correct for
There
3
we go. Okay,
points.
so now we go back. What a match here. Comedy here for Jeff Sneider. Comedy. In the world of comedy. Who plays Jessica, a popular high school girl who swaps bodies with Rob Schneider in the 2002 comedy The Hot Chick?
The girl in the hot chick, huh?
5, 4, 3.
Rachel McAdams.
There you go. He got it. He got it for 3 points. Pulled it out of his ass here.
Can I challenge that he knew it and was just like extending the drama?
Possibly. That was a nice move by him if he was. Now Mark Ellis has his 5-pointer. If he gets it, it goes back to Sneider. If he misses it, Jeff Sneider will have won the game.
All right, this will be a 5-point question for the competitor cosplayed as Christian Bale in Little Women. You chose number 3. That is war films. War films. 5-point question. Who is the only actor to be nominated for their role in Apocalypse Now?
I haven't been in this much trouble since I stole a pack of smokes from
5,
Mr. Corey Leone's shop.
4, 3, 2.
I'm going to use
1.
the JT rule. I didn't quite get that the first time.
Who is the only actor to be nominated for their role in Apocalypse Now?
I think they probably gave it to
5,
Brando, but it's got so much
4,
talent in there.
3,
This.
2, 1.
Martin Sheen.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff the Insider Sneider. The answer was Robert Duvall.
Bobby Duvall.
Again, Robert Duvall with Jeff Sneider. Robert Duvall got him that damn championship, and now it got him a victory over Mark Ellis. But Mark Ellis played a hell of a game there. But Jeff Sneider, it was back and forth. It was a heavyweight title fight. And my God, just by the skin of his teeth, Jeff Sneider defeats Mark Ellis. Man, if I was having a bad day before, it's just a little worse now.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad it is for you. Great day for me. The Lions Den, what a way to start Season 5 for Jeff Sneider. We are off and running.
Well, it's a little bit heartbreaking that the last match of the entire
Venerable Arena
has Jeff Sneider winning again, but man, I'm bummed. All right, well, we're going to go to Jen Sturger, who will be talking to both Mark Ellis and Jeff Sneider.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? I'm Jen Sturger here with Jeff Sneider and this guy. That was a great match. I gotta hand it to you. There was a lot of back and forth, a lot of competition between you and Ellis, and it came down to the very end. And here we are.
Start spreading the news. Da, 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 da. Yeah, well, Ellis, he gave me a good match today. A little bit better than I was expecting. I missed some gimmies, but I squeaked out of there with a victory. Were you impressed, Tom?
I always am impressed by you. You will be the guy with the 2 belts, that's for sure. There's no question about it. Ellis came in with his paperboy look, dirt on his face that I think he got from the backyard or the grill from Christian's.
We're the same place you got your hat.
This hat, Pharrell gave me this hat at the Grammys last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that jacket looks stunning too.
From P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, but no, I was lucky to get David Fincher with the Spinner's Choice.
That
Lucked
was.
out with that one. D. Finch, represent.
Yeah, and you were on point that entire round.
Yeah. I was kind of curious to see what my 5-point question would have been, but I'm glad we didn't have to go to that one.
So, what should we be expecting from you going forward this season?
I'm coming for that singles belt. I don't care whose waist it's on, whether it's on Sam Levine's or Rachel Cushing. I don't care who I have to go through to get it, whether it's McWeeny or Bibiani or Kalinowski or even if I got to beat our boy JTE, because believe me, I want a rematch against that kid. But yeah, by the end of the season, there will be another belt right there.
Guaranteed.
You heard it here, folks. George Foreman guaranteed. Oh, Ellis.
Hey, you know what? I got to meet a real modern-day reporter. Boy, is it exciting, meeting someone who has a fancy talking device on his apparatus.
Jesus Christ, Ellis, you never break character. Ellis, that was a hell of a match. I got to hand it to you. It came down to the last question. What happened?
Well, look, I mean, for a guy who's competing and who's never seen any of these movies, because I was born before any of them were made, I think that, this was a tough test for me. Mr. Sneider's a really good competitor. We know that from his team days, and he's going to be a really good force in the team, and I think this proved that he's going to be a really tough guy to beat in singles, too. I'm not easy to beat, Jen.
Oh, we know, but what does this mean for you going forward? Like, what's next?
What's next for me is Helium Comedy Club in Portland, Oregon, March 3rd through the 5th.
Okay, after the shameless plug, I mean, what's next for you in the Schmoedown?
In the Schmoedown, I think I'll take a step back. I think it's.
Really?
I don't like to use the capital R word, but I might have gotten a couple AARP letters in the mail, and so I'm just gonna sit back and really let this league grow. I mean, one of the things Christian and I pride ourselves on about the league is that we have a lot of new competitors, especially this year. So I want a lot of new faces in there that maybe aren't as dirty and raggy with mud as mine is.
That's real dirt, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actual real dirt. I actually put it on from the studio back there, so it's probably got homeless guy pee on it.
Oh my God, Ellis, we're gonna miss you a lot. I'm sure we'll be seeing you around though, and yeah, you're not using the R word. Let's be real.
Congratulations on everything going on with you.
Thanks.
Great to
I know,
see
right?
You again.
I'm hitched.
My face is starting to burn.
Let's get back to the desk.
Look, I'm not too surprised. Mark said he's been thinking about stepping back for a little bit, and he pretty much said right then and there that he was letting the new competitors come in, do their thing, and he wants to take a break. He's basically doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. He wants to work on the game. He wants to do these things, and he gave respect to Sneider, and of course Sneider and your loudmouth manager were gloating and saying how they want to take on Sam Levine or Rachel or whoever is the champion by the time they get there. And there's nothing new. It's an old record.
Gloating, promising. It's all one or the other, right?
Sure. Anyway, great match here between both Sneider and Ellis. It came down to the wire. It was a fantastic match. They both played their hearts out. It was a strong first round, a very strong second round. Third round was back and forth. It's so far, I think, one of the best match of the year so far, and a young season, obviously. But that's it. That's the match. What did you guys think? Make sure that you comment and like. Go ahead and do that. And thank you for all the great matches that we've had in this particular studio. The brand new studio will kick in this Tuesday. So go ahead and check that out. If you haven't checked out the Schmoedown Patreon, go ahead, become a supporter. A lot of great tiers over there for you guys as we are now doing so many new things here on the Schmoedown. We will be adding a lot of new competitors. There's so much more to come already. It's made a huge impact with writers and editors. So we thank you guys so much. And that's going to be something now. As you know, Sneider is going to be looking at a couple different matches here. There's a challenge out from JTE to Roca. Maybe he's looking at that. Maybe he's looking at the Bibiani and he's looking at that Bibiani and Godfather match. Maybe he's looking at some other. Who knows what he's looking at? But he's back in the picture again.
Look. The season 5. This is going to be, I predict, and you know I'm always right, the biggest and best season of Schmoedown yet. And I'm happy to be here, to be part of it, and to be part of the most dominant faction.
Well, stop that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Go on over to check out the Schmoedown Rundown on the SK Plus network. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on YouTube. Every Saturday, the boys break down the latest and greatest in the Schmoedown. Go on over to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. Become a member today. And once again, please become a patron over on the Patreon page for the Schmoedown. Thank you guys so much. For the evil pit boss, Ken Knapsack, I'm Christian Arloff. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Schmoedown fans, let's go ahead and break down today's match.
And your winner!
Both players were in must-win situations, and after one round, it was all tied up at 6. Now, only 17% of first rounds in the Schmoedown have ended in a tie. But skipping ahead to the final round, Mark Ellis, he was unable to answer his 5-point question. This now makes it his third 5-point miss in a row, after previously going 4 for 4. And Jeff Sneider ends up winning it 17-15. Looking at the numbers for this match, Jeff Sneider answered 73% of his questions correct, and when we focus in on Mark Ellis, it needs to be noted this is now his 4th loss in a row, while still maintaining a high accuracy rate of 72% over that span. Now for all things Schmoedown stats, go check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter, and be sure to check out the Schmoedown Rundown this Saturday, as we are joined by future Inner Geek and competitor Taylor Robinson. I'm Frank Janish, and this has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
How's it going, guys? If you didn't know about the Patreon, you guys have a chance to support the Schmoedown. Now, myself, Mark Ellis, we've taken over the production. Basically, you guys have 16 tiers to choose from. We're trying to give back to the fans. Go and check it out right there. If you want to support the Schmoedown by becoming a patron today, go ahead and do it. Cannot thank you guys enough for all the support you've given us. And yeah, there's some really crazy tiers in there. I'd love to get your opinions on it. Now go enjoy the match. Go do it. It's a good match, for God's sakes.